The present perfect tense. What does that mean? How do we use it? What words can we use? If you have some of those questions, then in today's video, you're going to learn all about it. And also, if you have Grammar in Use by Raymond Murphy, you can learn along with me and then do the exercises afterwards. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to help you. So let's look at the first sentence here. I have just uploaded a YouTube video. This is the YouTube video you are watching. Why did I use I have just uploaded? Well, in today's lesson, I'm going to show you. So let's begin. What is the present perfect tense? Well, let's start with how we form it. What's the sentence structure? Well, we need to use have or has with a past participle. What is a past participle? Well, basically that is a big word that means the third form of the verb, verb 3. Every verb in English, as you may know, if you've seen some of my previous videos, if you haven't done so already, then I suggest you press subscribe and watch them, is that the past participle is the third form. Be, was, were, been. Yeah? See, saw, seen. Do, did, done. This is the third form, and we use them with have or has to make the present perfect. For example, I've lost my key. And that's what Tom has done. He's lost his key. This is the example situation used in the book on page 14. He can't find his key now. And this is why we use present perfect, because this is about now, hence present. It's not perfect, but the reason why it's called present perfect is because this situation affects the present. It affects now, although it's something to do with the past. He's lost his key. This little apostrophe, the line and then the S, means has here. It's a little bit tricky because sometimes this can mean is. But in this occasion, it is has. One way to notice is if the next word after it is in the past participle form. Of course, that can be easily confused with the passive form. But we don't want to go into too much details in the video. That's for another class. Anyway, he has lost his key means he lost it before and he doesn't have it now. He lost it before and now he doesn't have it. So have lost or has lost, like it says, is the present perfect simple. I, we, they, you have. Or you can simply break that down to I've. Cut off the HA and put an apostrophe. Or he, she, it. And then obviously the verb needs to end with an S. Have, we don't say haves. We take out the A of the VE and just replace it with S. And then we can put he or she with apostrophe S. Simple, right? So when do we use it? That's what you're all here for. Well, basically, we use it when something has just happened. It's pretty much news. It's new news. It's new information. Ow, I've cut my finger. The reason why we use present perfect when we've just hurt ourselves is because it's literally just happened. Just a second ago. The road is closed. There's been an accident. Or we can say there has been. The police have arrested 2 men in connection with the robbery. This is new information, information you didn't know before, but now you know it. Maybe it's happened in the last day or two, in the close past. Sometimes we use words like recently or lately with present perfect to kind of say the recent or close past, because if you use time phrases that describe the past with present perfect, it's incorrect grammar. So you've got to be careful with that as well. Also, like I mentioned, there needs to be a connection with now. Tom lost his keys in the past. Now he still doesn't have them. He has lost his keys. That's the first example here. Tom has lost his keys. He doesn't have it now. Where are they? He told me his name in the past, but now I have forgotten it, because now I can't remember it. That's why I have forgotten it. Sally is still here. She's here right now. She hasn't gone out. She didn't go out before, and she is still here now. I can't find my bag. Have you seen it? Do you know where it is now? Now, of course, in some of these situations, you could change the present perfect and use a different tense. Like we can say, Sally is here now. He told me his name. I can't remember it now. But if you want to become a better English student, to pass better tests and show that you are so great at English, then using different grammar forms will definitely help you. That's why we need to learn it. Also, your friends and family will be impressed with you. Now, another thing that's sometimes confused is the difference between gone and been. Which one means which? Well, although gone means go, that is the past participle or the verb 3, the third form of the verb of go, and in present tense, present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, we've talked about in previous videos, we usually use go, but actually more often or not, with present perfect we use been. Example, James is on holiday. He has gone to Italy. The reason why we use gone is because he is in Italy now, or he's going to Italy. He hasn't come back yet. And we use been because been means they've gone and then come back again. Because this, remember, has some link to the past, although we're still talking really about the present. I hope that doesn't confuse you. Amy is back home now. She's been to Italy. She went to Italy and came back again. She's been to Italy. Have you ever been to Italy? Let me know in the comments below. Now, we can add some other words to present perfect to kind of spice it up a little bit, to add some meaning, to emphasize certain things. And we can use these 3 words. Maybe you've heard of them before. Just means a short time ago. So before, when we were talking about new news, you could add the word just to emphasize that a little bit more. Already can also be used to emphasize that something happened before we thought it was going to happen. Have you done your homework? I've done it already. And yet. Yet is kind of like the opposite of already, but we only use the yet in questions and negatives. Negatives are sentences that have a not in it, okay? They are not sentences. Let's look at some examples here, okay? Are you ready? Are you hungry? No, I've just had lunch. You can take out the just and it has the same meaning, but we add the just for emphasis, like to spice it up. Hello, have you just arrived? Yeah, you can just say have you arrived, but have you just arrived adds some emphasis to this. Don't forget to pay the bill. I've already paid it. What time is Mark leaving? He's already left. Okay? Has it stopped raining yet? Now we use yet, not already, because this is a question. We put yet at the end of the sentence. I've written the email, but I haven't seen it yet. Okay? Again, you can take out yet. It still has the same meaning. What I would say is when you add these words just, already, yet to your sentences, not only do they spice the sentence up, they add some flavor. They sound better, I think, too. I think it makes your English sound a lot better. Maybe even makes you sound a lot more polite as well, which I think is really good. And people will be more happy to talk to you. Now, the most important thing that we have to remember is with present perfect, we kind of emphasize now, hence why we call it present perfect. Maybe it's not perfect, it's a little bit confusing, but present perfect, it means present, although there is a past element. Past simple just means it was in the past, we cannot change it. There is nothing we can do, it's already happened and we cannot change it. He went out or he's gone out, they have actually the same meaning. It's funny, isn't it? You can say, where has he gone? Oh, he's gone out. Or where did he go? He went out. They're basically the same meaning, just the emphasis is slightly on the past or now. That's what a lot of people get confused about because they say, why can't I just use present? Why can't I use past simple all the time? And yeah, that's very true. You could just talk past simple all the time and not use present perfect. But do you want to be more impressive? Do you want to be a better English speaker? And do you want to get a higher mark in your IELTS test? This is the reason why, okay? And also you tend to find that a lot of native English speakers from UK, USA, Canada, and all of the other places, we use present perfect a lot. So in summary, the present perfect is formed with have or has plus past participle. Past participle is verb 3. Remember the third form. It connects past actions to the present. Just, already, yet help describe time and add flavour. They are like the spice. You know what food tastes like without a little bit of salt on it. It's not so great, is it? And we have to remember to use been and gone correctly. Gone means they're on their way or they are there. I've gone to Italy means I'm in Italy or I'm on the way to Italy. But if I say I've been to Italy, then I went to Italy and come back again. And there we go. Like, share, subscribe for more English lessons. And there will be a part 2 coming very, very soon. So you want to press that subscribe button, leave a comment, say hi, and until next time, keep practicing.